Welcome to the Eli Sports Network, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Tonight, exciting varsity volleyball action is on tap, and we begin it all with a pregame show. Let's head to the gym and get set for exciting volleyball action with the pregame show.
Welcome to Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila here, and we apologize, got on a little late here as we were just working a few more kinks out as we continue to work on our partnership here with Centralia College, and they are supplying us with a fabulous video feed, and but we still need certain pieces to make this whole thing work, Tony, and thank you for jumping on that and making sure we're on in time for the start of the match.
Yeah, it's just a matter of compatibility, but yeah, as you said, it's the Centralia College video cameras that we are using, so all we have to do is set up a computer and they can run all of us stuff through it, so all of the back inputs and everything, and they will flash the score occasionally. It'll go dim and they'll flash the score, so it's a great little thing that they do for us.
Exactly, absolutely. All right, let's get started here with the Centralia College Lady Blazers and the Tacoma College Lady Titans. The Titans are 0-11, while the Blazers come in now in 4th place, Tony. That is a huge step up for this team. As Coach Susan Gordon says, they are now trailing just Pierce, Lower Columbia, and Highline. They beat Pierce, top team, in their last out. They're now 6-5, tied with Grays Harbor for 4th place. But Centralia gets to finish with South Puget Sound, Green River, and Tacoma, the 3 bottom teams in this division, while the rest will be battling with each other. They could get as high as 3rd place. They could surpass Highline if they win out, which they really should.
Yeah, they should win out, and that would be great for this program, and especially with how good the area is at volleyball. All winning does is bring more players to your program.
So what happened to the Tacoma College Lady Titans last year? I was looking at their roster, and I'm trying to figure out how is this team 0-11. There is Cameron Buell from Curtis, Jaya Reed from Tumwater, and so many other names that I recognize. And then I was looking at the stats and realized not one of the ladies that are playing on this team matched the roster. And then I realized the roster's from last year. They don't have one returning player from last year. They did not hire Coach Samantha Hutchinson until the end of July. She had exactly 2 weeks to find enough players just to have a team. And she goes, I applied for the job in December, so why it took them until the end of July to name a coach is beyond her, and it put her in a horrible position. She did pick up some players, just that, but there's no possible way they could have been successful this year. And then she said her athletic director told her to hang in there, get through this year, and reset, because the flip side is what we hear is their gym facilities at Tacoma Community College, first rate, absolutely beautiful. So why you would have first-rate facilities and not bother to hire a coach to have a team play in those facilities until the last second, I don't know. That's an absolute breakdown by the Tacoma Community College staff. Either have a team or don't, but if you're going to, at least give yourself a fair opportunity.
Yeah, there are only 6 players available total.
I went down to get starters, and she laughed at me, and she says, I think you'll be able to figure that out. I go, well, you got 8. She says, yeah, 2 aren't here, so the rest are the starters. So as the lady Blazers are throwing some extra trick-or-treat candy into the stands, and I think I almost got belted between the eyes there. But the Lady Blazers are going to come out with Alexis Howard-Johnson, Hayden Blazer, Peyton Timmons, Skyla Kunahisa, Autumn Durand, and Carrie Sadri, and Nicole Duryea. Of course, Duryea is the libero. For the Lady Titans, Michaela Chavez, Sydney Balkin, Alex Steven, Abby Steiner, Chantel Eason, and Taylor Kinesfader are the starters there. And again, Susan Gordon, the head coach for the Blazers, assisted by Daniel Kelly and Haley Graham. Samantha Hutchinson, the head coach for the Titans, assisted by Lonnie Kala'au. And it will be Duryea and the Blazers serving it. Over it goes. There's a set and a kill shot from Chavez. Here comes a set. Pushed over by Durand. Durand with the set. Back now to the outside the antenna. And the point over to Duryea. So talking to Susan Gordon and saying, look, you know, this is obviously an 0-11 team. They only have 6 players. This should be a match you win, right? And she says, absolutely. And you're not going to do it by doing that with unforced errors. And that'll go over to Tacoma, trailing or tied up 1 apiece. And she goes, yeah, it's a matter of focus. We have to stay focused and look at the overall picture and not think that anything's going to be handed to us. We haven't been to the playoffs in, like 30 years or something. So why they would lose focus at this point, they should not. As Sadri gets a nice return over there. A little push shot there set by Kunahisa. Over it goes and into the net. Durand, the point over to Tacoma, and they'll take the lead. Did have a chance to sit and talk with Mr. and Mrs. Timmons, Peyton's parents there in the stands. They're from the Vancouver area, and they're excited about that. They were telling me about that Pierce win there, and right now some miscommunication. And yeah, look, Coach Gordon is saying, all right.
Enough playing around.
I'm about had it here, and so we're going to go ahead and stick here right now. But yeah, this is the exact thing you don't want to have happen. You need to come out, if you're going to be serious, you need to come out and dominate from the start here and win this like you're supposed to and not mess around. I think that's the message that Coach Gordon is getting across to her team right now.
Yeah, stop these unforced errors. You are a top team. Believe that you're a top team and play like it.
Yeah.
These are teams that you're supposed to just dominate, and you need to do that. This is that game that you're supposed to come in and just cruise to this win.
Yeah, exactly. Now the flip side for the Lady Titans, Coach Hutchinson says, look, no one believes in us. No one believes that we can do anything. We are, we have absolutely nothing to lose. So go out, have fun, and see what you can do. Try to pull off the stunning upset. There's a good serve across from Abby Steiner. And there's a kill shot to get it back. Immediate returns on that timeout. But still trailing 3-2 as Kunahisa goes back to serve.
Camoza checks in.
And unforced error, 2 unforced errors. And there's just no excuse for that.
Dropping back to serve for Tacoma is Kinesfader.
And Kinesfader with it over with a 4-2 lead. And the point will go back to Centralia.
That was a good job by Durand. She took a little bit off of it. It goes off the blockers and out of play.
Back to serve is Timmons. Gets it across, nice dig there, and there's the lack of communication. The point over to Timmons. And I did tell Mr. and Mrs. Timmons, I said I'm going to have to apologize. You know, my broadcast partner really wanted to make Peyton one of the players of the game in our last match, and I overrode him. That point will be out. Just missed the sideline. 2 in a row now for Timmons.
It was a good thought, though, by the Titans that time. Try to get that little touch shot over.
Serve across. There's a dig from Steiner. Back. Duran will push it. Steiner can't get underneath it.
Duran just dunked it.
Yeah. And now they'll take a 6-4 lead. Here is Timmons continuing to roll here, and Coach Gordon not letting up on her team, saying, hey, come out and play. That comes, nice block at the line by Durand.
And Timmons is still serving.
Got 4 in a row here. Opened up a 7-4 lead. Here comes the serve. Over it goes. Dug out. Set. Push back. Block at the line by Durand. Again. Over it goes. Durand will drop it in. Nicely done. Timmons will continue to serve. There's the dig. Set. Big hit, and that'll be deep and out of play.
That was a little closer than I think the Blazers wanted it to be.
So 6-point run so far by Timmons. There's a little push shot there and clapped across. Nice kill shot that time from Steven. And Tacoma will take it back, trailing 9-5.
Chantel Eason will drop back to serve.
No hiding on this team. There's only 6 of them. And hats off to these 6 girls hanging in there. It's a tough, tough year, and you knew it was going to be right from the start. Gunahisa, big hit. Durand will just annihilate that.
And Durand will drop back to serve now.
With a 10-5 lead. So here comes Durand, gets it across, and miscommunication and ace. Here comes Autumn again. Her second.
Checking in was Alexis Howard Johnson.
Here comes the set. Block into the net. Durand will get her second point. Michaela Chavez for the Titans is from Graham, so I'm sure Graham Kapowson. Sydney Balkin of Tacoma. Alex Stephen from Tacoma. Abby Steiner from Spanaway. A little push shot there from Chavez. Big left-handed kill by Sattery. Chantel Eason from Tacoma and Taylor Kinesfader also from Tacoma. As you can imagine, Coach Hutchinson with 2 weeks to put a team together just is out knocking on doors probably. There's another point for Centralia and a timeout going to be called by Tacoma. So we'll step away. And when we come back, the Blazers on a roll here after a little bit of a slow start. 13-6, they lead it, and they're serving back in a moment.
Centralia College is a great opportunity for student athletes to begin their college academic career and continue their athletic dreams. Centralia College's volleyball, women's soccer, men and women's basketball and fast pitch teams, combined with low tuition, offers a great opportunity for student athletes to continue their athletic careers. For more information on Centralia College and the Centralia College Foundation, visit centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
here at Centralia Blazer, or Centralia College Gymnasium, Michael Smith Gymnasium. We'll have a point here. We'll have a lift called against the Titans. So that's 5 in a row here for Durand. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila here on the Eli Sports Network as our coverage of Centralia College sports gets underway here in the fall. Here comes a set by Durand. Big hit there, and it'll drop in. It's not a big hit, kind of off the fingertips of Sadri, and that'll go down. And they'll be up 16-5 here. Fired across, dug out there on the back line by Steven. A little slap shot across there from Chavez. That'll go to the side and pulled too far left by Alexis Howard Johnson, and the point over to Tacoma, trailing 16-6. Back to serve is Steven. And there's a big hit by Howard Johnson off the set, and that will be an easy kill shot. Now Centralia with a commanding 17-6 lead.
Looking to check in for the Blazers is going to be Courtney Romig. She'll check in for Southern.
And Camosa will drop back to serve. 17-6. Serve across, dug out back line. Here comes a set from Sydney Balkan. A little push shot into the dead zone, but nicely dug by Timmons. Back deep it goes from Romig. And the kill shot there. Back it goes over to Tacoma. Trailing 17-7. Back to serve is Michaela Chavez. Back the other way we go. Romig, nice dig right off the ends of her fingers of Steven. And out it goes. Back it goes over to Centralia. And back to serve is Romig with an 18-7 lead. Here comes Romig. There's a set. Trying to dig it. Back it goes. Alexis Howard. Big hit. Too deep, too far, not playable by Kunahisa. And back it goes to Tacoma. Of course, you can trade points here all day now with an 18-8 lead, Tony, but that is not what Coach Gordon wants. She wants her team to get a little bit of a killer instinct here and put this thing away. Durand will get it across. Big hit there, nice dig, nice Kynes fader with a big kill shot there. And Sattery back in for Romig. Here comes the serve. Low line drive, dug, set by Timmons, and now Alexis Howard Johnson with a kill shot, dug out nicely. Sadler with a save, no one there to help her out though, and it'll go over to Tacoma. And Balkan is on a little bit of a run here. 2 points in a row, 18-10.
That time it was a little into the soft spot. Took something off of her serve.
Set by Timmons. Hojo comes up, big hit, nicely dug out by Steven on the back. A little runner up front by Kynesfader. That's 3 in a row for Tacoma. Now the flip side is you don't want your team to put too much pressure on yourself to have blowouts and just go out and win. And nice passing shot there
By Timmons.
by Timmons.
Duryea will go back to serve now. Hayden Blazer will check back in for the Blazers.
19-11.
Timeout going to be called by Tacoma.
All right, we'll step away as well. 19-11. Blazers looking to put it away when we come back. Set 1, all Blazers so far.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
And we're back here at Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. 19-11. And Duryea up to serve for the Blazers here in set one against Tacoma, the Titans. And a little push shot there, and that'll be good. Somehow Duran gets it to fall in. And a point over to Duryea. Back to serve, Duryea. And an ace. 21-11.
Back to that 10-point lead for the Blazers.
Trying to close this thing out, 4 points away from taking set one. Duryea. Set. Hit across into the net. 22-11. Duryea again, drops back. 3 more to go to put this one away. They're up 22-11. Serve across. Set, little push across. Kunahisa with a beautiful save. Durand will send it back deep. Steven there with it. Big hit by Kindstater, and she'll get the kill shot. That'll make it 22-12. And Abby Steiner back to serve for Tacoma. Back deep. There's Kunahisa. Big hit by Duran. Set up beautifully by Timmons. And it makes it 23-12. And Kunahisa, on an unforced error, will go back to serve it here. This time gets it over. With a push shot there by Camoza. She goes, no big deal. And so now, set point, Kunahisa. Fires it deep, dug out by Chavez. Trying to get it across, nicely done by Steven. Here's the set, big hit by Durand, off the foot. Set over, so it was alive. What a Durand knocked it off the foot of a defender, and she's laughing. Chavez is just dying over there, saying that's my best return of the year. I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, the Blazers are lucky. They were celebrating
Yeah.
right after they got it, but it was a heads-up play by them to know that that was hit off of her foot.
That's it. All right, we got a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, Centralia looking to go up 2-0 on Tacoma.
GNC in Chehalis is the place to stop for quality vitamins and sports nutrition products. GNC offers a large selection of multivitamins that meet the needs of men, women, kids, and teens. Locally owned since 1993 by the Kerner family, Chehalis GNC invites you to come in today for a healthy new you. Ask about GNC's free reward program to start receiving rebates on all your purchases. Chehalis GNC in the Twin City Town Center, across from Starbucks. GNC, come in and live well.
The Holiday Inn Express in Chehalis is pleased to support the student athletes that dedicate themselves to be the best they can be. The Holiday Inn Express offers large, clean rooms with an indoor pool, fitness center, spa, free breakfast, Wi-Fi, and business center. The Chehalis Holiday Inn Express also has 2 meeting rooms and can accommodate up to 100. Call for more details or go online at hiexpress.com, or you can click on the Holiday Inn Express advertisement on the Eli Sports Network. When you are looking to stay overnight, remember the Holiday Inn Express.
When is the right time to make a move? It's always the biggest question many have when it comes to finances. Your biggest investment, your home, can be the source of extra cash you could use right now. Or maybe it's not the right time to refinance. Get your questions answered from the pros at Mortgage One Northwest in Hawks Prairie. Mortgage One Northwest gives you straight answers so you can make the best decision. Your friend in the mortgage business is Mortgage One Northwest. NMLS 82426.
The Pacific Athletic Center is excited about the expansion of our Express basketball teams, featuring 5th through 8th grade and high school girls teams and boys teams. Players for the Express receive exposure to the highest level of competition, our dedicated practice facility, individual training, and coaching from our experienced staff, plus top-of-the-line gear, and for parents, affordable pricing and scholarships. Check out the PAC Express at PacificAthleticCenter.com.
Welcome back to Centralia College Michael Smith Gymnasium. We're going to be in a little bit of a delay because the Titans, one of their players came out. That is going to be Abby Steiner, and the official told her that she either had to have something taped or had to have something on her, maybe have some bleeding on her leg. But he sent her off the court, and she's sitting over on the trainer's table now. And the Titans only have 6 players, so kind of have to wait till Steiner gets done, I guess.
They'll have to get her figured out and straightened up here. And here, that's been the problem on that. That will help quite a bit there. Get our gain level proper there as she's getting her ankle retaped there. And that is the Centralia Blazer training staff right there taking care of her. And so right now, though, it is the Blazers with an easy 25-12, although they didn't start off all that hot there in that first set, Tony. And Coach Gordon had to take an early timeout to kind of, remind them of, why you're here.
Yeah, it was a well-timed timeout for the Blazers, trying to get them, hey, let's calm down, get this thing going, get back in the right direction, and that's exactly what they did. They came back after 2 unforced errors to start on services. They came back and really did a good job of going at the Lady Titans of Tacoma. As Steiner still over there getting her ankle taped.
And if you're watching, if you're listening, I see we have some listeners. I appreciate that. But if you want to watch, you can watch for free. And you can actually watch on our YouTube channel or on our Twitter page at Your ESN.
It's like Steiner's all done. Now all she's got to do is put her shoe on.
And back together. Back to work we go here.
As Bon Jovi blazes in the Blazer gym.
And let's get set here. Hopefully, I think we have our long timeout, the 10-minute break coming up. Let's see if we can't get Bob Peters up here, the athletic director for Centralia College, and he can go through the potential playoff scenarios for the Blazers. We can maybe get a little historic perspective as well. All right, we are about set to go here. And Sydney Balkin will lead it off for Tacoma, the Titans. And there's a big hit by Alexis Howard Johnson. And back to serve will be Duryea. And if you're listening and you prefer to listen, hey, we appreciate it. So we weren't trying to chase you off of our audio broadcast, but in case you wanted to watch it live for free, we wanted to put that over to you as well. All right, back come the Blazers. Big hit, nice dig by Steven. There's a dunk shot. Tried to be a dunk shot by Chavez, and she came down a little too quickly on it. Stayed on her side of the net. 2-0 Blazers. Here comes Duryea. He'll fire it across. Dug out there. Here comes a hit. Back deep and nice.
That
Chantel
hits the
Eason,
line.
yeah.
I think Eason was a little surprised that hit the back line.
Hit it. And point goes over to Tacoma and back to serve. Goes Abby Steiner with her newly taped ankle. And Abby fired across. She's got a nice low line drive serve. Kunahisa off the blockers over to Steiner. And then again, someone's got to take control here. And if you're Tacoma, say, hey, someone, go ahead and hit it.
Yeah, someone's got to say mine at some point.
Kunahisa back to serve here. Had a couple of servers go on pretty good runs in the first. Timmons and Durand. Little push shot there. Duryea finished it up. Back deep, and that'll go off of Steiner. Probably would have gone out of bounds, and she knows it. She's kind of going, yeah, probably shouldn't have reached up to try to punch that one up. Instead, it'll go back over to Kunahisa and the Blazers. And they lead it 4-1 here in set 2. Over it goes. Here comes the set. Chavez dug out there by Sather. Big hit cross court by Durand, and she'll knock it down for another point.
Now that was Camoza.
Camoza in there. Nice hit from Camoza.
I'm trying to take something off was Kunahisa, and it took a little too much off.
And an unforced error. It's her second at the service line tonight. So 5-2. And that one will get served long by Chavez.
Timmons back to serve now for the Blazers.
And she had the first run for the Blazers in the first set. She'll get that. I don't know how that didn't clip the tape. And that had to be unable to get her back, as Timmons had 6 points scored. This time she won't get any. Duryea couldn't knock that one up enough.
Eason will drop back to serve.
Over it goes. Here comes the set. Sadri, back line. And Steven, nice dig by Duryea. Big hit up front. And Durand this time will get the point. Over it goes to Centralia, and back to serve is Durand. She's the other one that had a 5-point run. Pops it across. That'll be dug out by Chavez. Big hit by Kynes Fader. Pushed back across by Hojo. Howard Johnson. Here's Durand. Now Kunahisa into the net. Kunahisa not on her game tonight right now. We've seen her be exceptionally good. And right now, Tony, seems like she's a half step off here.
Yeah, she'll bump this one, but as you said, she's been a little bit off, and Hojo gets blocked, but a great dig out by the Blazers.
I didn't see who got that, but my goodness, that was a heck of a dig.
And a kill by Camoza.
Camoza with a kill. So make it 8-4 here. Centralia with a lead.
And Camoza will serve.
So here comes Camoza. Fires it across, and here's the set. Nope, can't get to it. Balkan tried to get to it. There'll be a point. There'll be an ace for Camoza.
9-4 the lead for the Blazers.
Serve across. There's a dig that'll go backwards for Eason or Steiner, and now she'll get it across over to Durand. Set. Big hit and kill. Down the far side and good. Beautiful kill shot there. Popped across into the net, trying to save it, and Kinesfader does. There's a set. Big hit. That was Taviana Cahey in there. Steven will send it deep and too deep. And Camoza will have her third point. So here comes the serve across from Camoza. She'll take something off that for her second ace. Back to serve is Camoza.
Tape shot. And another ace for Camoza.
Three aces. 13-4. Serve across. Here comes the set. Over it goes. Nice dig there by Camoza. Slapped across by Cahey. Set. Kinesfader. Nice dig there just to keep it alive. Here comes Timmons setting up Alexis Howard Johnson. She'll drill it. So 14-4. Camoza on a 6-point run here. Gets it across. Up high. Set by Chavez. They'll get it across. Here comes the set. Big hit. Wheeling around as Alexis just annihilates that, and a timeout going to be called by Tacoma. So we'll take a timeout as well. 15-4. Blazers rolling in set two. Back in a moment.
Good Health Nutrition Center in Centralia is your home base for nutrition. When you visit Good Health Nutrition Center, you'll find the largest selection of vitamins, supplements, and natural remedies. You may be surprised to also find a huge selection of healthy groceries such as gluten-free products, environmentally friendly products, organic fruits and vegetables, and items for specific diets like the diabetic diet. Good Health Nutrition Center, powering students and athletes from the inside out. Good Health Nutrition Center on Harrison in Centralia.
And we're back here at Centralia College, 15-4 here in the second set. Blazers already up 1-0. As the Tacoma Titans struggling here. And here comes the serve across, dug out, set. And Steven will hit the speaker, and that will be a point over to Centralia. And Camoza on an 8-point run here. Fairly impressive, regardless of who you're playing.
There's another ace.
4 aces now.
So coming in for the Blazers is going to be Daisy Bauer.
So 17-4. Hit across. Here comes the set. Big hit there.
Cahey into the net, though, on that last one.
So that'll make it 17-5. That 9-point run ends on Cahey running into the net. Back to serve is Kinesfader. Big hit. No, actually trying to be a big hit was Daisy Bauer. Kind of went off her knuckles there, but it was, nope, someone else into the net. So the point over to Tacoma.
Bauer and everybody was really pumped at 1 second for 1 second there.
Yep. Serve across off the side of Hojo. Now Duryea will send it. Set. Time on Chavez. Little push across. Big hit between defenders, and that'll go off the side of Steiner's hands. And that'll go off and back over to Centralia. And back to serve is Daisy Bauer with an 18-6 lead. Serve across. Here's a set. Big hit deep. Nice set up there by Duran. Duryea will send that deep and good. So 19-6. Bauer back to serve. Took something off of that one too much. Unforced error. We'll send it over to Tacoma. Trailing 19-7. Back to serve is Balkan. Jump serve across. Dug out nicely by Duryea. And just Alexis Howard Johnson just destroying the ball.
Yeah, she is getting on it. Wow.
Duryea will drop back to serve. The 20-7 lead. Trying to take set 2 here in quick order. We'll drop across and an ace.
(21-7) and Duryea back to serve.
Jump serve across right in the middle of the defense, dug out by Stevens. Big hit by Chavez, and Chavez will get a nice kill shot. – 21-8.
Steiner back to serve.
Get it across, dug out there, back line. Bauer now sets it up, punching it across is Timmons. Blocked at the line by Durand. Back it goes over to Centralia with 22-8 lead. And Courtney Romig will come in.
And Kunihisa will, and she will drop back to serve.
Skyla. Will drop back. Kunihisa is set. Officials are set with a 22-8 lead. Skyla will try to end this thing. This is set. Little push shot there and getting the point. Now somehow saved.
Duryea,
what a dig there. And now we'll have a lift as Chantel Easton got so excited that she thought she had the point scored, but Duryea.
A pancake save.
Yeah, ruined that whole idea. 23-8. The serve across, big hit. There's Kunihisa. Set. Duryea will send it deep. Dug out by Steiner. Over to Steven. One hit return, not good by Bauer. Into the net. Coach Gordon says, hey, set your feet. Get a good hit underneath that. 23-9. And Chavez serving. Gets it across, big hit, and trying just to punch it up was Steiner, and it's set point.
Camoza again with that big hit. And Timmons will drop back to serve now.
She'll try to get the game winner in here.
Bauer will check out, and Southery will check in.
Try to go up 2-zip. And here comes Timmons. Pops it across, dug out there. Here's the set by Balkan. Kynes Fader pushes it right back, and nicely done by Kynes Fader. So 24-10.
Keeps the game going.
And Easton will have to hit 14 in a row here to force extra frames. Romig, just a little runner. Will it get across? Nope, it'll be someone into the net.
I think it was Romig She had that little leg kick afterwards.
So that'll make it 24-11. Here comes Eason. Get it across. There's a dig. Setting up Sadri, and Sadri will put it away to kill it 25-11 for the game winner. And the Blazers go up 2-0. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, I think it might be that extended break here. And it is going to be that extended break. So we'll take a timeout, and hopefully we'll be able to catch up with Bob Peters here and have him jump on the broadcast and maybe explain some of the playoff scenarios possible for the Blazers. We'll be back after this here on the Eli Sports Network.
Credit Union is your local credit union throughout the South Sound area. At OB Credit Union, you can open a personal savings account or checking account and plan for your financial future. David Littleton is a financial advisor, and he's waiting to hear from you today. Dave can help plan for your future and put in safeguards for when times get tough, while taking advantage of high-profit time periods. OB Credit Union is a longtime community member and supporter of local students. Stop in today at OB Credit Union in Lacey, Tumwater, and Tenino.
Spa is now open in Chehalis. Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is ready to help you get back in the game.
And welcome back to Centralia Michael Smith Gymnasium. Paul Beatty, Tony Davila here, and then Bob Peters, the athletic director here for the Blazers. And Bob, thanks for jumping on with us here. This is kind of the halftime for volleyball.
Yeah, I guess that's what you would call it, that 10-minute break. And, yeah, we're excited. Got a 2-0 lead right now, and hopefully we can get a sweep tonight.
Now, taking a look at this, the top four go to the postseason. You got Pierce, Lower Columbia, and Highline, 9-2, 9-2, and 8-3. And then you are tied with Grays Harbor at 6-5. The good news is, with 3 matches left, you're playing Tacoma 0-11, and the other 2 you have left are Green River and South Puget Sound, both 2-9 and 4-7, and eliminated from postseason play. You couldn't have asked for a better end to your season here. That means the others are going to be battling each other. I mean, you run the table. I don't know how you're not in the top 4. I mean, it would be a crazy scenario for you not to be in the top 4 if you win your final 2 matches after tonight.
That's kind of what we're thinking. I mean, the Harbor could do the same thing. They have a little tougher schedule, but yeah,
they have a much tougher schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Got Highline to play left and kind of go from there. But you're right. We run the table. We control our own destiny, and it's a special year. We haven't been to the playoffs for a long, long, long time, like 21 years, if I was remember right.
21 years, and so and that we were kind of talking to Coach Gordon before this game. You know, I feel bad here for Coach Samantha Hutchinson with Tacoma. She got dealt a really bad. I don't know what they're doing at Tacoma, and I mean, it doesn't matter to us here, but my understanding is they have a first-class, facility, and then to wait till the end of July to hire your coach. If you have a first-class facility, I don't understand why you don't want a good team in it, but that's not for us to decide. But for Susan Gordon, your coach, it was a matter of staying focused, and it was really interesting. And I thought that this might happen. The Blazers got off to a little bit of a slow start, and she took a very early timeout and reminded them, do you want to play or not?
No, we were down 4-2. I thought it was a great timeout. I thought the same thing you did. Hey, we got to focus. We're not here to – they're not going to roll over for us because everybody has that shining moment. We're not going to go into that. And I thought that was a good move, and from then on we've kind of, took care of things, handled it pretty easy.
So how does this work? You get in, and let's just say, for the sake of saying things, you end up in 4th place. So how does this work as far as postseason?
Then we cross over with the number 1. I don't have it in front of me, but we cross over with the number 1 from the other division. There's 16 teams that go, and then you play it out from there, and there's a bracket on the NWAC side. I'm one of those guys that don't like to get too far ahead because I don't want to jinx anybody, and this year's, like I said, it's kind of a special one. Although I did have to make hotel reservations the other day because I didn't want to have us not a place to stay. But
right,
the girls after that 0-4 league start, I think they just kind of regrouped and got some things together. And having Autumn around makes a big difference. A little older and kind of grind on my shirt tail a little bit and get going. But it's been a fun group to watch come together, and there's a lot of freshmen there too.
Now it's the NORWAC tournament.
The NWAC tournament.
The NWAC tournament, and that is the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Yes, I had to look at
so that's a 4-day tournament. So there's a lot of playing. Where's it going to be held this year?
It's at the Tacoma. I think they call that the Event Center.
Okay,
Since we haven't been there, I always forget. But I'm sure I go up there and volunteer. But this year I'll go hopefully volunteer and be an athletic director as well. So.
Yeah. And so that's a big tournament. So I mean. Is it a round robin to begin with to break down, or how's that tournament?
It's straight play. You can lose and come back, but it's kind of one of those double elimination. You have to beat somebody twice down the whole thing. So it's a true 16-team tournament. It's pretty crazy. It's fun to watch. Games are going. It's a neat place. I mean, I've seen a few games up there, and we'll take it one game at a time. And I like how we're playing. We seem to be coming together right now.
Now, do you go somewhere if you win that tournament or place in that tournament, or is that it?
That's it. You go for the whole shabam and get yourself an NWAC championship, and that's about all we can afford to do probably at this point. But,
all right.
Yeah, we're excited about that. So take it one game at a time, finish tonight's business, and then 2 more, and hopefully Grace Harbor dumps 1, and then that puts us in.
Well, I think you have a great shot at taking the 3rd spot.
Although Highline's playing pretty good at the team's run, but yeah, you sneak in. I don't know who. I worry about my own team. I don't know who they got left to play. They got the 2 in front of them.
They have Pierce, Lower Columbia, and Highline left. It was their final 3 matches.
The only tough thing is Highline's beaten us twice, so a lot of the playoffs go head to head. So that could snake you or bite you in the butt a little bit.
But we'd like to see them, go on an 0-3 run here, and you finish 3-0, and it doesn't really matter then.
Exactly. Take care of your business, and this is the best time of the year to be playing your best. So we like that.
Well, and we're getting ready to start here, and just hold on for a second here, because I do want to talk a little bit as we get the serve across from
Nicole
Duryea, who's not the libero right now. Who's the libero there?
Hayden Blazer went to libero, and Nicole went to. And I don't know, it's kind of a weird substitution, but went to just a regular, I guess, participant.
Maybe give him a chance there as let Tony grab it. He's going to get some good pictures here. He's going to take advantage of you sitting here with me right now.
I love it.
Right now, but I want to talk a little more about our partnership that we came together on. And we've got some fun things, I think, coming up here with basketball, both men's and women's, and then fast pitch and baseball as well.
First time we'll have all our sports covered over the course of the year, and we're pretty excited. And, the social media thing, which I'm kind of an old school guy, I'm trying to learn, but you guys do a really good job with that. The kids came in and asked me the other day about how to get to your site and stuff. So, and it's a great recruiting tool because I know you have lots of high school kids that watch this and pay attention. So we're hoping they're watching us play and they want to become part of this.
Well, yeah, and we're hoping to really expand what we do. Tonight, thank goodness we're not very far from the Centralia campus, and as the Blazers trying to put this one away, and Durant just annihilates that one as usual for Autumn. Just working with your staff and getting everything down. There's always a few hiccups, but I think we've got pretty much everything worked out now. I'm excited to be able to go through and start focusing on other things and being able to bring a more different kind of coverage than we normally do. I think we have some fun things kind of in our minds of what we want to do with some of the basketball, during the basketball season, and I think it'll be fun. We appreciate the opportunity to work with you.
Oh, we're glad you approached this and did it. It's a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned, and it's a partnership that I think is going to last for a long time. And like I said, when you can reach out to students, potential students, through social media, video, whatever. It's just a bonus for the college and us.
Well, this is, and the other, but the biggest thing, the biggest recruiting tool is, as always,
the W's.
And, I think you might have a banner year in recruiting, you and Coach Gordon, after this season.
I hope so. I always tell my players when I was coaching that, your teams and your players are your best recruiters. And there's some good kids out here. But, it's the old just win, baby. We're kind of go that motto right now.
Well, if you want to go old school, my dad, when he was hired as the head coach of the Vashon High School Pirates football team, as he remembers his first coaches meeting with the superintendent, all the coaches. He says, coaches, you guys have 3 years. If you don't have a winning team, then we'll move on. And he goes, really? He goes, yeah. He says, it's nice to have smart kids. It's nice to have kids that can, pass science and stuff, but I need to pass levies, and I pass levies with sports. So
I've heard some stories, and they probably talked about it at the barbershop back then, too. That, you're right. That pays. It does make a difference.
It is crazy. All right, Bob, thanks so much for stopping by, man. We appreciate it, and thanks for everything, and we'll keep this thing going. And
keep this train rolling. You're right.
Get the Blazers to finish up strong here.
Yeah, maybe we'll get you to cover a game at the NWAC. That'd be fun.
We're going to try. We'll see.
Awesome.
Unfortunately,
it's
crosses
football play.
with.
I know.
No, it actually crosses with our state soccer coverage.
Oh, soccer.
And we're doing all 6 tournaments for the state this year. So
I love it.
I'm still trying to figure out how I'm covering that. Thankfully, your college coach Horst is helping us out.
Yeah, Horst is a good man. Yeah, and they're going to get better and better too. So we're excited about his job, the job he does too. So. Nope, this is a partnership that as long as I'm here, I'm planning on keeping. So, and I've got a few years left in me, so we'll make that work. So
I
we'll
might
see.
too. So
I love it. Well, thank you for having me on.
All right, thanks, Bob. Bob Peters, athletic director for Centralia, the Blazers, and just a nice, just a real nice man. He's got a great family, and it was a lot of fun to follow his kids in high school as well, and is being very aggressive here with the sports programs at Centralia College and getting them turned around. And there's a hit into the net from Camoza. And I haven't really been paying attention too much, Tony, but I see 9-3 that the Blazers are again cruising here.
And the Blazers also changed liberos. Now Hayden Blazer is the libero.
They're giving her a little time at the libero position. There's Timmons, and big hit back deep by Camoza, and that'll work.
And Camoza's having one heck of a match,
she is.
Serving and at the line.
And they'll take a 10-3 lead.
Duryea and Camoza go out.
Romig comes in.
Along with Hojo, Alexis Howard Johnson.
So they're the NWAC tournament, I know you didn't get a chance to hear it. The NWAC tournament is the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Unfortunately, we've got a ton of soccer during those days. But it is 16 teams up at the Tacoma Event Center. And that'll be blocked into the net. And a point over for Durand. And it's a true double elimination is how they play that. And so if they can get to the tournament, that's all you need to do is get that invitation in there. And again, I think they can easily finish as high as third place. If they win, then they're going to win this one. If they win their final two, I don't see how they're not in the Final Four.
Yeah, peaking at the right time is great, and that's exactly what the Blazers are doing. They're coming right into form right before the playoffs. That momentum is great for them. They got to win at the top-ranked team in the league, and there's an ace in the corner by Durand. But, yeah, you're going into the playoffs as a team that's on a roll. You're streaking and you're going up. You beat the top team, and now you're going to go in. You should sweep the rest of everybody. So it's a great time to be a Blazer for volleyball.
Yeah, they beat Pierce 3-2 in a hotly contested. And the match that we did, the last match we did, Highline, there's a big hit, and right between defenders for a big hit.
Carrie Sathery with that kill.
That you go back to that Highline loss where they had the first set win, and then they had that big lead in that second set and let that get away from them. And Highline used that as momentum and cruised through the rest of the match to win it 3-1. I mean, they didn't cruise, but they went on to win it 3-1. That one still hurts a little bit, but I think in the end they will be in the playoffs regardless. There's a set. Walked at the line. Pushed deep and out.
And Alexis Howard Johnson wasn't happy with how she hit that ball the last time before Romig got the big kill on it, or got the big hit on it, but she wanted it right back up in the same spot.
So back we come. The side out. Over to Tacoma. After a 7-point run for Durand. There's a serve across by Steven.
Howard Johnson just couldn't quite get up that high. It was a little too high for her.
Back we go. Big hit
by Sathry.
And that'll give it back over to Centralia. Making quick work. Should be 18-5, right? Yep, there it is.
17, or yeah.
18-5.
The main board didn't change, but all the other ones did.
Yep, 18-5. I don't even look at that one there.
There it goes.
How is that not connected to the other two?
Camoza will come in to serve now for the Blazers. And Taviana Cahey will check in as well.
And a nice point there for Tacoma.
Romig will come and run down the ball again. Second time she's done that.
Serve across. Back. That'll drop in. Big hit there for the Blazers. They're unable to get underneath it. There's Tacoma.
Cahey with the kill that time.
That'll make it 19-6. So Bauer with a 19-6 lead. Serve it across. There's a push. Bump back. Here's the set. Big hit there and point over to Centralia.
Cahey again.
Taviana with a couple of big hits here. So 20-6. Bauer back to serve it. Daisy. And a nice hit there, return from Taylor Kimesfeeder. Tacoma will have it. Back to serve will be Balkan, trailing 20-6, and the Blazers closing in on this win. Nice dig out there by Hojo. And then she'll fire it back. Steven with a one-hit return set to Timmons, and Hojo says enough of this nonsense.
Slams it down. Does Howard Johnson.
21-7, and Duryea back in to serve.
Ball is behind her. Usually it's a slow roller. That one was sent down there pretty quick.
Went right past her. She's all set now, though, looking for 4 points to close this out for the shutout win. Blocked off the net. Balkan couldn't return it. The point over to Duryea. There's 1 of 4. 3 to go. Serve across and an ace. Both stepped away from it. 23-7. Chavez and Steven both looked at each other and said, I thought you were going to get it. Nice little tape shot. Dig out there by Steven, and
miscommunication.
And now it's game, set, point for Duryea. And the Blazers trying to put this one away in a little more than an hour. And they will right there with Durant. She'll put it away. And that is it. 25-7 is the final there. And it was an easy 3-0 win for the Centralia Blazers. We'll take a timeout. Back after this here on the Eli Sports Network.
The final score is on the board, but we're not done yet. The post-game show is next with the final numbers, stats, comments, and our post-game honors coming up next on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
You know you want this. It's the foundation that opens the door to opportunity. Centralia College Bachelor's of Applied Science and Management degree is your credential for success. Start your journey now with a hybrid 2-year degree at Centralia College. Then move into the college's acclaimed bachelor's program. If finances are an issue, the Centralia College Foundation may be able to help you. Simply go online today and fill out an application. For more information, go to centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
The Visiting Nurses Foundation, in association with Assured Home Health and Hospice, provides essential services to home health and hospice patients and families. The Visiting Nurses Foundation funds programs, purchases medical equipment, and cares for the medically needy. You can help the mission of Visiting Nurses and get a great deal at the same time by shopping at the Visiting Nurses thrift shops in Centralia and Chehalis. Click on the ad on the Eli Sports Network to the Visiting Nurses website for locations and more bargains. Visiting Nurses, there in your time of need.
Time for the final numbers, comments, and naming our Pacific Sports Spa players of the game and our play of the game on the post-game show. Let's head back to the stadium one last time here on the Eli Sports Network.
Well, Tony, we got to get that changed because the players of the game here for the Centralia College now brought to you by Awards West. Our friends over there at Awards West, the Aldersons, have stepped up for the commitment for the players of the game here on our Centralia College broadcast. So we thank them for that. In the meantime, it was an easy win here for the Centralia Blazers. They rolled through Tacoma 25-12, 25-11, and 25-7. And Tony, other than just a little bit of a shaky start and maybe a little overconfidence or over excitement of being where they are, whatever the case was, talked with Bob Peters, the AD, and he said the same thing. He says it was a terrific timeout by Coach Gordon to say, look, you want to play or not, and quit playing around here. And after that, they really got things together and really rolled.
Yeah, that they did. Once they got on a streak, they took that timeout and really went forward and were really focused. They bumped up the intensity every game. It seemed like it was 25-12, 25-11, and 25-7, and they really started to put it on the Tacoma Titans after that little initial I'd say lapse by the Blazers.
Right at the beginning. Standings right now against Centralia entered tonight's match tied with Grays Harbor, both at 6-5. Centralia now 7-5, 23-11 overall. Tacoma drops to 0-12 and 1-30 on the year, and a rough year for Coach Hutchinson and her squad. And again, if you missed that story, they didn't hire Tacoma, and I put all the blame on Tacoma College. I mean, I don't know what you're doing up there, but you didn't hire her until the end of July, and she had a couple of weeks to put a squad together just to have anything together. And after looking at last year's squad, they had some really good players on that team. We do a lot of volleyball, high school volleyball, to know a lot of those names. That's why I was just blown away that that team was 0-11, and it wasn't that team. It was another team. It was last year's team, and none of them are back. And so whatever happened there, hopefully for Tacoma folks, they get that straightened out. But for Centralia folks, they really don't care at this point. They're trying to get to the playoffs for the first time in 21 years, and they will wrap up. We've got 2 matches left, Tony, with Green River and South Puget Sound. 2 matches that they should win. And with those 2 wins, I can't imagine them not being in the top 4 and getting into the NWAC tournament for the first time in more than 20 years.
Yeah, that is great news for the Centralia College Blazers.
All right, let's get to our players of the game. We'll kind of do an offensive and defensive player of the game for this one. Let's go with the Awards West offensive player of the game, and I think I know where you're going.
I think Kendall Camoza, I thought she had an amazing game. Service line, big kills for her, even when they weren't, when she wasn't hitting them right, somehow they were still going over and getting her points. So she could do no wrong in this one.
Yep, absolutely. And our defensive player of the game, and I have a couple here, and see what you think. I think Alexis Howard-Johnson. And I actually think absolutely Nicole Duryea, again, the libero. I can't remember if we've named either one of them. We like to kind of spread the glory around as well. I can't remember, but I think I'm leaning toward Howard Johnson.
I can't remember if we have either. I think, if anything, Howard Johnson might have been an offensive player, but I think she had a really good game on the blocks and all the kills. Of course, Autumn Duran is the all everything that I know we've named her. So I think, Howard Johnson or
we'll go with Howard Johnson.
Duryea.
Yep, I think we'll go with Alexis Howard Johnson.
I got a really good picture of her, by the way.
Howard?
Yes.
Good. Well, good. Then that's how we decide things here, folks. Sometimes is, do we have a good picture or do we not? And that's going to do it for us. That's going to do it for us and our volleyball coverage this year of Centralia College. And again, folks, just so you know, it was we put this together rather late, and to get any fall sports in, we were wondering if we're going to be able to do that. We did. We got a couple of the soccer matches in. We got 3 volleyball matches in. We are getting set to put together a basketball schedule and baseball and fast pitch with Centralia College. So there's going to be much more. This is just the beginning of what we're going to put together with Centralia College, and we're excited about it, and we thank them for working with us, and we're excited to bring more in-depth coverage of the Trailblazers than ever before. Until next time, thanks for listening. Tomorrow we've got back to high school. We've got coverage of both 1A soccer semifinals down at Montesano. It'll be Kingsway Christian and Elma, and Montesano and Tenino. They'll be down at Montesano. We'll have Dave Weber and Noel Vasquez down there for that. Tony, you and I will be up at Tumwater tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 2A soccer coverage. And that'll be Black Hills and Ridgefield in a loser out. Then a couple of football games on Friday, but more, I think, for our volleyball fans here, more importantly, on Saturday, we'll have all-day coverage of the District 4 2A volleyball tournament. So players that are coming up, and I know we're going to see several of the college coaches there taking a look at these players as they try to advance to the state tournament the following week. And so we'll be there all day Saturday at Black Hills High School with a ton of volleyball coverage, district volleyball coverage. Until then, have a great night. Thanks for listening or watching.